Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Come in. How are you doing? 2023 just around the corner. It's gonna be here any day now. Yes, a whole year in the books, and it was a doozy. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 10 different fragrances that I think will have you smelling amazing in the new year. Some scents both for warm weather and cool weather, and I'll be giving away a fully sealed fragrance in this video as well. A fully sealed fragrance. There's probably a better way to say that, but you get what I'm saying. And it's a good one. It's a really solid one. So let's jump into it, guys. Let's talk about some fragrances that'll have you smelling top of your game. And before we jump into the scents, I'm going to give you guys those codes, twistedlily.com and maxaroma.com. The code is Gents10. That'll save you 10% off your order. Or if you're shopping at luckyscent.com, use the code Gents2022. That will also save you 10%. But if you're watching this in the future, that code, I would say, has changed to the Lucky Scent one. The other ones, Max Aroma, Twisted Lily, I bet those are the same. And also, I want to thank you guys that have purchased my fragrances that came out this year. Blue Ridge, Terra Nova, Jet Black Enigma being re-released. All three came out in November of this year. So thank you for buying these. I appreciate it so much. Basically, Gents merch is not a thing, you know, t-shirts and stuff like that. This is the merch. At least you can like do something with this. What would you do with the Gents t-shirt? I can't imagine you'd wear it too many places. To bed. That'd be about it. But if you do buy one of these fragrances, use the code GENTSCENTS for 20% off. GENTSCENTS. Link in the description to these fragrances. All right, let's jump into the fragrances that are featured today. The fragrances in the list. I'm not sure where to start. Let's just start with this one, Armani Code Parfum. And guess what? That's what I'm giving away. So stay tuned for the giveaway. We'll go over this later on so you can see how to be entered. 125 ml size bottle. I got two of these to give away to you guys. One of them I'm giving away in a different video, and then this one I'm giving away in this one. So Code Parfum, this is a newer release, of course, came out this year. I really like what they did here. The opening to the fragrance is quite fresh, so it's not too heavy, not too makeup-y or powdery, because it does have iris. So a lot of people were kind of worried that it was going to come across like a, you know, very ultra heavy take on Code, like a creamy, heavy, powdery take, but it's really not. As I said, initially has a good amount of freshness. As it dries down, yes, you do pick up the iris much more as it dries, but it smells more like an evolution, a modernization of the Armani Code Eau de Toilette DNA, and kind of a further take on that than what you smelled in the Eau de Parfum release of Armani Code. Very smooth, very rich. People love the way this stuff smells, and even though the bottle change I'm still iffy on, I have to bring it up. The cap, magnetic, so you get points for that. So Armani Code Parfum, this one will have you smelling awesome, and one of you will win that sealed bottle. But let's keep it moving for now. Up next, a warm weather scent, spring, summertime, daytime fragrance, a cheapie. You can pick it up at discounters for under $30 for the full-size bottle and presentation. It is Pepe Jeans Cocktail. So yeah, Pepe Jeans, not really a brand that too many people are looking out for their fragrances. You know, it's kind of different than your more mainstream stuff. Bottle looks like a little cocktail shaker, so it's a little bit love it or hate it. You know, it's not quite as gaudy as something like a Paco Rabanne release, but it's not too far off as far as the presentation goes. Now, this one is very citrus and ginger forward, and there's another fragrance that's coming up later on that's also citrus and ginger forward, but a different style than this one. So this has yuzu as one of the more prominent notes, and I actually think this stuff smells awesome when it's hot outside. Really easy to pull off. Smells good in winter too. The performance is okay. It's not bad, not great, but about what you would expect from a citrus forward freshie. The only thing I would say about this one is when you very first spray it on, you have to let it settle for like 3 minutes or so, because initially you get a little bit of a rubbing alcohol kind of vibe. The citrus doesn't smell quite as nice, but as soon as it settles in, like I said, 2-3 minutes, it smells great. And you do have to keep in mind, of course, how much you paid to get it. It's like $25 to $28. So if you pay that much, don't expect it to smell like Xerjoff Neo or something, or Bergamot 22. Does it smell like a casual, potentially sporty kind of fragrance for summer? Yeah, but that's exactly how I would expect it to smell. And as I said, once it settles, really pleasant. And I'll throw this out there in general, Pepe Jeans fragrances for the price point that you can pick them up for from discounters are typically quite good. They kind of punch out of their weight class a little bit. Let's go niche with the next one, Late Harvest, Fort and Manly. Now, I bought this one from Lucky Scent, paid full retail. And then a little bit after I bought it, I saw it pop up at Fragrance Buy for like $100 less than I paid. So that was cool. One of those situations where you're just like, oh, now you decide to get that in stock. Good for you. And then it sold out. And I think as of this video, it is sold out at Fragrance Buy. But you can put in like your email address and they'll email you when it comes back if you're interested. Otherwise, just be like me and pay full retail. I mean, I don't regret it. It's a tobacco fragrance and it's a darn good one. But this is a tobacco fragrance for people that want a fragrance that actually smells like tobacco. Because sometimes there are tobacco fragrances that are more pipe tobacco, and it's like a fantasized version of what tobacco actually smells like. You know, it's this very honeyed, super sweet, ultra wearable, very compliment pulling kind of tobacco scent. And a lot of times that's where fragrances lean. And not that this isn't wearable, but it's not as much of that fantasy style of tobacco as it is, like I said, tobacco. It does have sweetness though. It has cherry, it has vanilla. So it's not like just a dry kind of grainy green tobacco or anything like that, brown tobacco. It does have sweetness. It's just when you smell it, it's not as honeyed, at least to me, as a lot of other pipe tobacco fragrances are. This is more like the actual leaf mixed together with those other notes. Since I mentioned this one, we'll do this one next. Azzaro Pour Homme Ginger Lover. So this is the other fragrance that is ginger plus citrus. And whereas the last one, Cocktail, is more like this zingy kind of casual summertime fragrance, this leans more into like blue fragrance territory if you really concentrated on the opening and made that the focal point of the scent. That's what's going on here. Ginger, lime, and vetiver. That's your note breakdown, at least your official note breakdown. With this line of fragrances from Azzaro, each one just has 3 notes, so keeping it pretty basic there. But it is very appealing, the opening exactly as you would expect, a blue scent style of opening with the lime and the ginger front and center, and as it dries down, an easygoing, slightly woody vetiver. Great versatile fragrance, and at one point in time you could pick this up for under 30 bucks, and that was such a good buy. But unfortunately, this is becoming harder to get. The price is going up. You can still find it at discounters, but now it's gonna be going for like in the 50 to 55 range. Still, nice smelling scent. After that, a fragrance that I like a lot, Brioni Eau de Parfum Intense, which does not smell like an intense version of Brioni Eau de Parfum, so keep that in mind. They each smell like their own things. This one has quite a lot of fruity sweetness off the top. You have apple in there, you have citrus, you have an oud note in the base of the fragrance. But this is more of like a fruity, sweet take on oud than a dark and a heavy and mysterious take on oud, which you probably wouldn't expect looking at the bottle because it's just black on black on black and gold. So you would look at that and you would see oud in the fragrance and probably think, oh, this is gonna be packing a wallop. And it's not that it's weak, but it's a different kind of wallop that it does pack because of that fruity sweetness. You have some patchouli in there, you have some ambroxan, so it's not completely, devoid of woodiness and a bit of an earthy feel to it, but it's definitely overshadowed by those sweet fruits. And that one I really, really like. To me, it's one of the most overlooked releases of the past couple years or so. Let's go back to another niche one with Figurade Concentré by Frederic Malle. This is my style of scent. It's fresh, classy, green. Some people find a bit of a similarity, a small similarity between this and Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche, of course done by the same perfumer. I think as far as gentlemanly, classy fragrances that are still easily worn casually, as well as formally or to the office, this is right up there toward the top. You have this bitter orange off the top that's very approachable, easygoing without leaning super sweet. You have a grassy woodiness underneath that, a light floral touch. Overall, just a great scent for spring and summer. Some people would complain that the performance is not up to par, especially when you consider the price point there, but that doesn't bother me. If I really want to, I'll just spray it on a little bit heavier, spray it onto my clothing, and I'll get enough from it. After that, Le Male de Parfum. Yes, it's a hype beast. Yes, People talk about it a lot, including myself, but it warrants the discussion. I love this modern take on Le Male. Of course, injecting some iris in there makes me like it even more. Not entirely like a dissimilar idea to Armani Code Parfum. You know, similar kind of things going on here. Not in terms of how they smell, just in terms of this being a modern rework of a classic DNA that is made even more modern by the iris. And just like Code Parfum, the iris in here, not overdone. Doesn't come across, you know, too heavy, too creamy, too makeup-y. It's just a slight tweak, slight touch that elevates everything. Wonderful fragrance for evening time wear, date nights, cool weather. I mean, really just about anywhere. People love that one. Let's cover the giveaway. So 125 ml size bottle, Armani Code Parfum. Here's what you got to do if you want to be entered. You have to like the video, be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment below, the typical stuff. Let's see, what will the comment be this time? Just tell me what fragrance or fragrances you're looking forward to wearing this coming year. Easy peasy. Not the ones I'm talking about in this video, just you yourself. Like, what are you looking forward to wearing? It can be anything. Designer, niche, indie, cheap, expensive, whatever. In about 10 days, you know the drill. I'll pick a winner with random comment picker, post it up on the community tab. If you're the winner, reply to that post. Give me your information. And by that, I don't mean your phone number, your shipping address, and I'll get that out to you. And also, you know the drill, PSA, I'm not gonna respond to comments on this video telling you, hit me up on Telegram, don't get scammed. I've said this a million times. Do not get scammed, guys. The only place for this giveaway where you will see a winner is on the community tab, okay? And then once somebody has won and claimed it, I delete the post, because otherwise it leads to more scamming. It's a pandemic. An epidemic. Okay, let's keep moving. Boss Bottle Dude. Love this stuff. Love Boss Bottle Dude. Pretty affordable from discounters. It has that Boss Bottle DNA, that cinnamon, that apple. So you can easily tell, oh yeah, it's a Boss Bottled here. And then the oud note is just the right touch of like a dark woodiness added in. Elevates the fragrance, in my opinion. Makes it more elegant, comes across higher quality, makes it shine more in the cool weather, but it still has that kind of compliment factor you would expect from a Boss Bottled fragrance. And I thought the funniest thing about Boss Bottled Oud is that when it came out, well, I guess still on the box, it says that it's made with natural oud. And when I saw that, I thought to myself, how much though? For the price that this goes for, I can't imagine too much, but they still put that on the box, so I'm gonna take them at their word. Up next, one from Ms. Sir. It is Cologne du Mate. This one done, of course, by Alberto Marias. He is also the owner of the brand. This one is a really pleasant, easygoing, summery, sunny kind of citrus fragrance. Little bit of mate in there, but not so much that it turns things sour or potentially off-putting. Has a really fresh white floral touch to it. Very, very clean. Reminds me vaguely of like a higher intake on Gentleman Cologne by Givenchy. And that's a fragrance that I myself like a lot because it does have this green, you know, almost water spritzed freshness to it that makes it very effortless to pull off during the summertime. Whether you're in the office, more formal situations, casual situations, anything you're gonna find yourself doing, a scent like that, you can spray it on and go, not think twice about it. Last fragrance, Ralph's Club Parfum from Ralph Lauren. I liked the original Ralph's Club. I still do like the original Ralph's Club. I think for what that's made for, it does a really good job. And same deal with this. I think I might actually like Ralph's Club Parfum a little bit more. Lavender, vetiver, apple, clary sage, another fragrance that's very classy, but it has this mass appeal to it, this compliment factor to it, that you don't always get in fragrances that people consider classy. Like sometimes more formal fragrances are maybe not the biggest compliment pullers, but then this one does both. Yes, it's gonna be similar to the original Ralph's Club. Yes, it also has a similarity to fragrances like Why Le Parfum, but to me, that's not a bad thing. The slightly more grown-up brother of Ralph's Club Parfum, a great scent. If you're after something with versatility, and mass appeal. All right, guys, that will do it for me. Thank you for hanging with me here until the end. Good luck with the giveaway. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.